Well, it's all happening at Supernova. It's all going to be happening. People running, screaming, jumping. It's an sci-fi anime explosion where everyone stands in front of someone else trying to take a photo like I did. But that's okay because he's standing in front of the guy who's taking a camera and me behind him. Give him a wave. And we're going to have a great time at Supernova. So get nude and get con. Well, I was looking for these sort of concrete angels. I've been looking everywhere. I can't see them. They were way on the other side of the building last time I saw them. And then, look, the weeping angels. This is a great costume. Okay, you can unfreeze now. I don't want that concrete to set. You know what your mum said? You pull that face too long, you'll turn... Oh, that actually happened to you. Anyway, and who have we got here?
I'm Caitlin. Jessica.
Wow, great costumes. Like, these would be among the best I've seen today. And it's like one of these ones that takes a bit of work, and it's not the kind of one that would first come to mind. I mean, I often dress up as Leela from Doctor Who. That's my favourite character, but no one wants to see me wearing that around the place, that's for sure. But this is a great idea. Why these ones?
Just because they're in the best episode of Doctor Who, pretty much, and they were really creepy.
Blink, a great episode. Not mainly because of what happens, but what goes on in your head.
It's all psychological and stuff.
Now, who had the idea for it, and who was the other one that said, I'm not going with a dress like that, and was talked into it?
Well, we made the dresses a while ago, and we just wanted to make the costume a bit better, so I can't remember who actually had the first idea. Yeah, I think it's just something we both wanted to really do, because we love, yeah. But
come on, people at home, as far as Doctor Who character, bad guy, what would you rather see, Daleks or this? I think I'd rather see this going on here. I'm very excited. We've got Larry Hagman here. He was great on his show Sherlock Holmes. I loved his version of it. Barbara Eden's over there. Harper Valley PTA is a show you must not met at all. But here's a guy, Bill Daly. This guy could cruise around driving, drinking and smoking with as many blondes as you wanted in Cocoa Beach. Hi, Bill. How are you?
Well, I've been driving, drinking and smoking, so I'm a little tired.
Now, of course, I've got to get the stock question out of the way first. What's it like to be in Australia, Bill?
The best, good-looking women, the best. Oh, so nice. Oh, I love it.
We have a lot of great drag queens here too, so don't get confused.
Well, that's a real drag. I was a queen before I became a drag. I was a drag queen, actually. Did you ever drag a couple queens around? They're very heavy, especially tall, fat ones.
The amount it cost you in drinks is unbelievable. And Bill, tell me, what's everyone asking you here? Now you're finally in Australia. Is there anyone noticing that you had the army uniform on at NASA and not the Air Force uniform?
They do. They're brighter here, and because when I travel and do shows in LA, they don't know why I even ask me or even care that my uniform is olive. So everybody here noticed it, and that I was in the Army. That's why. And it was black and white the first year, so nobody knew. So we didn't care. You couldn't tell it from olive.
What would have been your favourite episode? The one if you had to say, okay, this is the episode of I Dream of Jeannie that explains everything about Roger Healy and his character.
I think the first one we did when I didn't know there was a genie. That was a funnier thing for me because she disappears on a boat. They think he killed her. And so he tells me she was back home. Larry says, I want you to go home and talk to the walls. Well, what do you want me to say? Well, tell the walls I love her. So I got this whole scene, and Dr. Bellis is behind me. And that was funnier when I didn't know it was a genie.
And what is the most unusual thing you've been offered to sign here? We have a gentleman here. If you could just put your bottle into our shot. There you go. There's a genie bottle. I believe the original one was based on some sort of Jack Daniel's decanter bottle or something. But what's the most unusual thing you've had to sign?
Well, I can't say this on the air, but there's been a couple of really unusuals, you know. I had to sign a breast, and it was a guy, which really was very uncomfortable.
Well, Bill Daly, before I make the people uncomfortable who are waiting for your autograph here, thank you for coming out to Australia, and come back and do some surfing sometime.
Oh, yeah, surfing. Would you have water here? Oh, great. I'd like some water right now.
Wow. You know, the people you're meeting at Supernova, I'm here with Mr. Larry Hagman, star of Sherlock Holmes. I really liked that series of Sherlock Holmes you did.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, look, that was a while ago. Please explain to the people, because I tell people, oh, yeah, Larry Hagman, he was Sherlock Holmes, and they go, huh?
I was reading Sherlock Holmes, and the motorcycle fell on me.
So you weren't even riding it, like, we were just sitting around the house.
I wasn't even riding it. I was reading behind, and it just fell over on me. And then I had an epiphany, I suppose.
And look, obviously, I Dream of Jeannie, Dallas, enormous shows, but I Dream of Jeannie seems to live on because kids just love that show, and there's so much going on in that show, and you are a powerhouse in that show. But you and Bill, great combination, and I was always a fan of Bill because he could go do what he wants. He could go out and date the girls, have fun. You had the major ball and chain of almost a wife with supernatural powers.
Yeah, it was hell, but somebody had to do it.
And what do you think was the best episode of it? I always ask you and people, it's very difficult to pick just one, but is there one that you think really goes, yeah, that was the best ep?
It was the invisible dog, Jin. Do you remember that one? I had the vision. It used to rip me apart and tear my clothes off me and stuff like that.
And he could fly too, couldn't he?
And he was invisible, yeah.
With Dallas, man, you were like almost demonized. Well, you were demonized there as such a bad guy for such a long time. I guess you couldn't go buy milk anywhere, or people would want to have a conversation with you, wouldn't they?
Oh, they always say, who shot you? You know, stuff like that. They still do.
And how many shows have you been in? Have you been able to count them all?
Well, 156 genies and 358, I think, Dallases. And then a myriad of other television shows and stuff like that. You know.
And what have the Australian fans been like here? What kind of fans have we got here in Australia? Are they any different sort, or are we just as wacky as anyone else?
Same as all over the world, you know. People love Genie and they love Dallas and so forth, and the fans are fans. It's wonderful.
Well, I'm pretty excited because I'm here where the Sci-Fi channel hang out. Now, the Sci-Fi channel in Australia, you know, it's got a mix of stuff on it, but at the moment, there's a lot of Tom Baker where I am now, and a lot of old TVs. In fact, I think this was a TV that was stolen from my house 15 years ago, and this could well be the guy who stole it. Who we got here?
I'm Richard.
Now, you're doing a bit of work here for the Sci-Fi channel, and you've got a lot of Tom Baker going on. Why are you pushing the Tom Baker Doctor Who today?
Well, it's a bit of a big event for Sci-Fi. We've got the Tom Baker series of Doctor Who starting in August, the Every Tom Baker episode, which I think is 186 episodes of Tom Baker. Would you care for a jelly baby?
Look, I can never say no. Here's to Tom Baker. You haven't got any of that invisible paper, have you? Because I parked my car in an illegal place.
Let me just check my bag. I might be able to fix it.
We've got to get some invisible paper. Okay, now, what sort of reaction are you getting here with these outfits? I imagine it's been a fairly negative one and people have been asking you to leave.
People mainly have been asking us to bend over.
Well,
To bend over? No one's asked us that yet.
and what about any other costumes you think you might have seen that are better than yours? Yours are pretty good here. It would be very hard to beat this, but has someone put even more work into their stuff than you guys?
Well, the Ghostbusters. There's 4 Ghostbusters out there, and
But they're your competition.
Yes. But they did put a heap of effort into their costumes. They got the lasers going, and damn them.
And do you look forward to these kind of things every 6 months or so to come along to a big con like this?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the highlight of our year.
Yeah. It's been 12 months, and I'm so glad we're back.
Now, a good thing about conventions is people usually leave stuff under the table. It's usually a wallet or something. Hi. Maynard here at Supernova, just seeing, if I could steal some stuff, but I'm obviously at a booth where someone is. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Maynard. How are you?
Hi. So I will steal nothing from here. There's going to be no 5-finger discount going on in this video. Now tell us who you are and what you're representing here today, because I'm a big fan of this organisation and a member.
This is Culture Shock Events and Friends of Science Fiction. We're selling tickets for our conventions that are coming up in August, November and December, and for handing out flyers to anybody who's even interested.
So you should be a part of the Friends of Science Fiction fan club. They love all genres and they get together and have great chats about stuff and have screenings, and it's like a mini version of this going on every once in a while. But who are you bringing out? Because when you bring someone out, you're taking a financial risk. So who do you think is bankable?
Well, at the moment we've got Captain Janeway coming up, Kate Mulgrew. Tim Russ is joining her, and later in the year we have Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund, and the Candyman, Tony Todd, and Heather Langenkamp.
Right, so you've got a whole stack of people coming out.
A whole stack of people.
Okay, live long and have some jelly babies. I think I got that wrong.
Something like that.
Wow, this is exactly like my Volkswagen, except for the colour, the guns, the room inside. It's faster. But anyway, look, you can get a park with this anytime. Just fire some missiles and there's your car park. We've had a good time here at Supernova. I've had my tiny ape brain blown. I'm going to go get into some anime costume, mainly underwear based, and spend a fair bit of time at home watching some cartoons. See you later. Hey, it's my life. Don't judge me. Oh, by the way, these security guards, they're not for the car, they're for me. You wouldn't believe the amount of trouble I get in after the incident.